All right, so it's time to go shopping for a home. Now, this process, it's the fun part, but it's also a journey. And as I said earlier, it's a treasure hunt. And sometimes you get lucky and you find the right property right away. And that can be a blessing and a curse. And this is something you should be aware of. I've literally taken people from my office after having a meeting with them and listened very carefully to what it is that they wanted to find, and drove over to the perfect house that had everything, right price, right location, right floor plan, just absolutely everything in their wish list. And then all of a sudden they were thinking, wow, can I really buy the first place that I go and look at? And of course, I've had people that have walked away and said, no, I really need to be looking longer. I don't want to just buy the first place. And as it turned out, that place did check all the boxes and they missed out on it. They waited, and of course they never did really find a property quite as good as that one. That's something you have to really be aware of. Rarely happens that way. I'm just saying it does happen. I've also, on the flip side, had people I've worked with for quite a long time where we were out for months. One particular client really had a hard time making a quick decision. He really needed a few days to think everything over, and then of course usually the property sold. So there is going to be a little bit of stress when you find the right home, because in a market like we're in Calgary, it can sell relatively quick. And so I'm not saying you have to buy it on the spot, but the longer you delay in thinking it over, there may be other buyers that are going to make an offer on that property. Now, here's something that'll really help you. When you go out and look at these properties, and I make a very strong commitment, I don't want to go out to properties unless we find at least one that I think is a real contender. Means that I don't just take buyers out and just show them anything. I want to really be sure we're looking at the places that you want to see, so you're in control of that. You're getting these homes being sent to you. We put the search criteria in, and we're sending you listings in what I call real time. It's very important you understand that, because all public websites, the timeline is delayed by anywhere from 1 hour to 12 hours, depending on what day of the week a property gets listed onto the MLS. But the system that we use, we're getting listings to you in real time. So literally within 1 hour of it hitting the market, it can be sitting in your inbox. And so we need to be looking carefully at that as VIP buyers. We don't want a good property to be missed. But we also want to be sure we're going to properties that really do fit your criteria. So any property that you want to see, we'll take you to. But I also want to be looking very carefully at other options. So as I said earlier in this video, if we go out, I might add one on that you didn't even think to consider. And I'd say to you, well, we're already out. Why don't we go and look at this one as well? And so often that is the one, because like I said, I have a lot of experience on this, and I understand, I can see things when I look at listings online that a lot of people can't see. I find most buyers are very, very judgmental on the photos. And I have gone to properties that the photos looked really good, and you got to the property and they were sadly disappointed. And I've also had situations where the photos didn't look that great. We went in and it actually was a wonderful property and they ended up buying it. So it is a journey. Keep saying it's a treasure hunt, and it's all about finding the right treasure. And it can be quick process, it can be a slow process, but working together so that we're looking carefully with you. You're getting access to the market. We're looking for the off-market properties as well as the properties on the market. I can tell you, when you work it that way, we always find the right home for you. The treasure is always there. A little bit of patience, a little bit of market knowledge, a little bit of advice, put all that together, we'll find the treasure.